As a realtor in the Denver metro area, I can't stress enough how crucial it is to stay informed about the current market conditions when buying or selling a home. Hey everyone, it's Melissa Chicheri, your Denver Metro Realtor here with eXp Realty. It's not only my goal to help my amazing clients navigate the Denver housing market, but to bring you valuable information on all things real estate. If you like today's video and find value in it, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any videos and other people can find me as well. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into what happened in the month of January 2025 in the Denver metro area's housing market. We will look at 4 different areas, each with their own unique vibe, market conditions, and trends. First up, we've got Littleton, zip code 80120. When diving into the data, the first things I look at are how many homes were listed in the month, how many homes are still actively on the market, what went under contract, what closed, how many listings expired, as well as how many homes were pulled during the month. First, when looking in this part of Littleton, we can see that from January 1st to the 31st, 30 new homes hit the market and are now available for prospective buyers. When we add these 30 new listings to any listings that were already on the market from previous months, on February 1st, there were 42 homes currently available for purchase in 80120. Next, I look to see how many homes went under contract or were pending in the month of January. From this information, we can see that 15 buyers were able to get their offers accepted. Next, we see that 23 transactions were successful in getting from offers, inspections, appraisals, and made it to the closing table. Some other information that's valuable to take a look at is how many listings expired or were withdrawn during the month. Here we can see that 7 listings expired, meaning they are no longer on the market. These 3 withdrawn listings are no longer available for buyers to take a look at, but there still is a listing agreement in place with an agent. Listings can go into a withdrawn status for a variety of reasons. It could be anything from the sellers going out of town and not wanting to have to deal with things like looking at offers, to a home being pulled so that it could have repairs done or even a full remodel. These next sets of data take a look into what exactly was happening with the homes that did sell. First, we can see that the median price per square foot of all homes sold in January in 80120 was $309 per square foot. Next, we can see that the median days on market was 60. This means it was 60 days from the time that the listing went active until an offer was accepted. Next, we look at the median sales to list price. This means we take a look at what the home was originally listed at and then what it finally sold at. This 98% tells me that the median home sold for a little under what it was originally listed at. Finally, I take a look at what the median home sold for. Here in Littleton in January, it was $610,000. Next, we head southeast to Parker, zip code 80134. In Parker, we'll check out the same data points that we looked at in Littleton. In January of 2025, there were 131 new homes listed from January 1st to January 31st. When we add the 131 new listings to homes that were already on the market, on February 1st, there were 224 active homes for buyers to check out in Parker. At the end of January, we can see there were 108 pending or under contract homes. These are homes that have had offers accepted and are working towards closing. 88 transactions resulted in a successful closing. And 31 listing agreements expired and 11 homes were withdrawn from the market. Now it's time to dig deeper into Parker's sold data. In January, the median price per square foot was $223. The median home was on the market for 41 days before accepting an offer. Again, we see a 98% median sale to list price, once again meaning the median home sold for a little under what it was originally listed at. And finally, the median home sale price was $697,000. Moving on, let's talk about Aurora, zip code 80014. First up, we can see that there were 79 new homes that hit the market from January 1st to January 31st. Adding those 79 homes to homes that were already on the market, in this portion of Aurora, there were 166 active listings on February 1st for buyers to check out. We had 32 homes go under contract or are now pending. 34 homes were able to successfully close. 16 listing contracts expired, and 2 homes were withdrawn from the market. Looking at the sold data for this portion of Aurora, we can see that the median price per square foot was $200. It was 46 days for the median home to go from active on the market to under contract. Again, we're seeing a 98% median sale to list price, kind of seeing a trend here. And the median home sales price was $439,000. And finally, let's talk about Westminster, zip code 80031. Taking a look at this portion of Westminster, we can see that from January 1st to January 31st, there were 52 new listings that hit the market. Adding those 52 listings to homes that were already on the market, on February 1st, there were 67 available homes for sale. 15 homes went under contract or were pending in the month of January, and 27 homes successfully closed. There were 8 homes that had expired listing agreements, and 5 homes were withdrawn from the market. Digging into the sold data for this portion of Westminster, we can see that $272 was the median price per square foot. It was 44 days for the median home to go under contract. And once again, the sales to list price ratio was 98%. Finally, the median home sold for $450,000. Now you might be saying, that's great information, but why does it really matter? Let's take a look at the data from the 4 different zip codes and areas of the metro area side by side and see what it could tell us as a prospective buyer or seller. The first thing I'm going to compare is the number of active homes during the month of January. If I was looking at this information for my buyers, and my buyers were open to different areas to live in, I could show them that they are going to have more options in, say, Parker than they would if they were looking in this section of Littleton. As a seller, this would be good information to know as well to see what competition they're going to have. If you're listing in 80120 in Littleton, you're going to have fewer homes that you're up against than if you were, again, in Parker with the 224 other available homes. A second set of data that we can compare and give us some valuable information is the amount of homes that were pending or under contract at the end of the month versus those that were still available for prospective buyers. When we look at the 4 different zip codes and compare them to each other, we can see that although Parker still has the most homes available at the end of the month, they also had a higher percentage of homes that went under contract than any of the other zip codes. It's the opposite when you look at Aurora. Although they still have several homes available, they only had 32 go under contract. As a buyer, this could tell you that potentially the market in Parker is more competitive than it would be if you're looking in, say, Aurora or Westminster. Now, we're going to take a deeper look into the sold data for the 4 different zip codes. The first thing I like to look at is what was the median sales price. When we look here, we can see that homes in Littleton and Parker sold for significantly more than those in Aurora and Westminster. Knowing the median sales price is great information for both buyers and sellers. If you're a buyer and you have a $500,000 budget, you may not be able to buy as much in Littleton or Parker as you would in, say, Aurora or Westminster. Knowing the median sales price in your neighborhood as a seller is also very important. If you're in Littleton, you're probably going to get more for your home than you are if you're, say, selling in Westminster. It's also valuable to take a look at how long it took homes to go under contract in each area. As you can see in January, Parker, Westminster, and Aurora homes all went under contract in relatively the same time. But in Littleton, it took almost 2 weeks longer to go under contract than the other 3 zip codes. This information is great for sellers to know to set an expectation of how long your home may be on the market before it goes under contract. As a buyer, this is good to know because it could tell you how quickly you need to make a decision on a home. Little caveat here, there are still going to be homes in all of these zip codes that go under contract in just a few days. As always, trust your realtor and listen to the advice that they can provide. When comparing the median price per square footage data for these 4 different zip codes, it can give us a quick snapshot of the home's overall value in each area. Here we can see that Littleton had the highest median price per square footage. I do tell my buyers and sellers, however, not to put too much stake into this number. When it comes to an appraisal, they will give different values to different kind of square footage. Is all of it above ground? Is some of it in the basement? If there is a basement, is it finished or not? When it comes time to really giving a value to a home you're either looking to buy or sell, this is when it's important to rely on your realtor's guidance and expertise. Finally, it is interesting to see that all 4 zip codes had the same percentage in median sales to list price. It does show that in all 4 of these zip codes, homes were priced relatively well. This is going to be a number that's good to keep an eye on to see if this trend continues as the year goes on, or if this was just something that happened in January. Now, if you're thinking of buying or selling in any of these areas, or really anywhere else in the Denver metro area, I would love to partner with you to help you navigate the markets. With my experience and knowledge of the local real estate scene, I'm confident we can make your goals a reality. If you're ready to get started, reach out. My contact information is in the description below, as well as on my website. To see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you don't miss next month's mini market update. See you next time.